So I have a contact and I have a bunch of like fees transactions for this person. I have some grades for this person, right? For various subjects and things like that. And then we did CS 101, got a grade, and there's some comments about it. So things like that. There is information like this on the right? So if I go here, and what I want to do is I want to start asking some questions from it. Let me just ask a generic sort of question first, right? So I'm just going to go here, ask this question. And the idea is that the chatbot is able to basically answer that question, right? This is a generic question. You could do some version of that today, right? You can ask this question and you can get an answer back. Okay, that's good, interesting. It's just regular chatbot experience so far. I'm going to now try and ask the same question in a different language, right? And for those of you who speak French, you can see that I've asked this question in French. And what's happened now is it's the AI. AI can actually detect that you asked this question in French. It's basically still translating it into English, going against my existing data store, getting the response, translating it into French, and presenting it. Again, interesting that we are doing multiple languages, but it's still high level, right? It's interesting, but not significantly. So my next question is really trying to figure out if I can get answers from it, which are specific to my account. And let's see if that works. So as you can see, this is now starting to pull information about my particular account, right? About this person, Mark Johnson, who's logged in. It's looking at some of the courses Mark has taken, and you're starting to see them. There were 5 courses that Mark took, and you can see them here. So now if I ask more questions in this, I can ask for more details. I want to say, this is great. What were my grades in these respective courses? So it knows these 5 courses I took. Now it's telling me what grades I have in those courses, right? And for a particular course, I'm going to ask the question of course comments. And I'm going to say, are there any comments that my teacher had put for this particular course? And what you start to see is that it is pulling information from my Salesforce. And this is done very securely because we have GPTfy in between. So it is not like unfettered access to my Salesforce environment. It's not that we've given AI access to everything. It is a very limited, contained, secured access to a very fixed set of information that we are providing, correct? So I can continue to ask more questions. I can ask about my fees, how much I paid, all of that stuff here. And what you're starting to see is that now this chatbot is able to answer questions in a lot of depth about things that it knows about what I have done so far, right? So it's giving me, this is the fees I paid, these are the grades I'm getting. So a lot of information very relevant to what we're trying to do. Again, the idea is that you are able to ask questions back and forth based on the knowledge base articles or based on the account information. I'm going to ask a question that it's not supposed to answer, right? And the idea is that there are enough guardrails and security around it so that it doesn't answer these kind of questions. This is a pretty significant risk that a lot of customers think about when they are looking at chatbots.